What are you saying, ladies and gents? It is your boy Bucket Sam, and we are back today with another video. And to be honest, you know the drill by now. It's game week 17 predictions. Let's get right into it. So our first game of the week is where 4th place Everton hosts 10th place West Ham. Both sides with differing form. West Ham are off the back of 3 draws in 4, whereas Everton are on 4 wins on the bounce. Pretty good form, but their last game was cancelled against Man City. But having said that, I think they're going to have had good rest, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 Everton home win. And our next game is where 2nd place Man United host 5th place Aston Villa. And both of these sides got identical form, with both having 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5 games. So very evenly matched sides, and both got 2 big game changers. Villa with Jack Grealish and Man United with Bruno Fernandes. But having said that, I think Bruno Fernandes got extra class, and we saw it with his assist against Wolves. Yes, it was a lucky goal, but it's that extra touch of class. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man United home win against the Villa. And our next game is where 7th place Spurs host 11th place Leeds. And Leeds have just come off the back of 2 absolutely class wins after absolutely battering West Brom. And Spurs, yes, their game was called off, but before that they've got 2 losses in 3, so both with differing forms. But I think this will be a really interesting game with Mourinho's sit back and counter style against a free-flowing Leeds side. But I think with the likes of Son and Kane on the counter, I'm going to go for a high-scoring 3-2 home Spurs win. And our next game is where 15th place Palace host 20th place Sheffield United. But Palace are winless in 5. But if there's one team you want to play when you're on a barren run, it's Sheffield United. Sheffield United are now still winless in 16, with 2 draws in the last 5 games, with only 2 points all season. So I think Palace with Zaha will, to be honest, edge this game. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Palace win. Now on to our next game, where 17th place Brighton host 12th place Wolves. And I've said it last week and I'll keep saying it again, and I know you're going to hate me for it. Wolves need to get a striker. They played Pedro Neto and Adama Traore at top and they didn't score. It's plain and simple. They need a goal scorer. Jimenez is out, so they need to invest in a backup striker. Fabio Silva is not ready yet. But having said that, they're going to Brighton, and Brighton in all of 2020 only won 1 game at home, and this is the start of 2021, their first home game, so they'll want to be changing it. But having said that, I don't think either side have got enough firepower to beat them. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Now on to our next game, where 13th place Arsenal are playing against the league's leakiest defence, West Brom, who are currently sitting 19th in the league. Arsenal in pretty good form off the back of 2 wins. And West Brom in dire form after getting absolutely battered, their trousers pulled down, and as I always say, getting a good spanking against Leeds. So I think this could be a really interesting game, purely down to completely different styles of play. One passing out from the back, one 4-4-2, get it long. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Arsenal home win. And now on to our next game, where 16th place Burnley host 18th place Fulham. And Fulham's last game was cancelled, but that's lucky for us because they were on 4 0-0 draws on the bounce. And they're playing against Burnley, the 1-0 Merchants, who had won 3 in their last 5. And as I predicted correctly, beat Sheffield United 1-0. And to be honest, this is a game, if you're going to pick one game to miss this one, because Fulham are boring and Burnley will just get the job done. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Burnley home win. Now on to our next game, where 14th place Newcastle hosts 3rd place Leicester. And Newcastle will be in really high spirits after getting an absolutely huge 0-0 draw against Liverpool. And Carl Darlow, just get whacking your fancy team. He'll get you some save bonus points. But yeah, a brilliant clean sheet for him and well deserved against a Leicester side who've got 2 draws on the bounce now. But I think if there's one week to back Leicester, I think it'll be this week. I'd get Harvey Barnes, get Jamie Vardy in your team, because they're going to get some points. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester away win. And now onto the biggest game of the week if it goes ahead. 6th place Chelsea host 8th place Man City. And if Man City win their 2 games in hand, they will go 1 point off the league leaders. And Chelsea are in really bad form, only winning 1 in their last 5 games, whereas Man City are unbeaten in 5 now. So I think it's going to be an easy one to predict. They've got so many clean sheets recently, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 away Man City win. But who knows where this game goes ahead? Let's fingers crossed, because I need to watch this game because it should be a top fixture. And now on to our final game of the week, where 1st place Liverpool host 9th place Southampton. And Southampton were in pretty good form, but they kind of dipped off recently with 3 draws, 1 win and 1 loss in their last 5. And Liverpool again with 3 draws in the last 5. And it's been quite worrying signs for Liverpool drawing with Newcastle and West Brom in recent weeks. But I think this will be the game they bounce back. Whenever Liverpool and Southampton play, there's always goals because Hasenhüttl doesn't like to hold back. He likes to press high and go for it. And if Liverpool can break that press, they will score goals. And to be honest, I think they will. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Liverpool home win. A big thanks for watching, guys, and a huge thank you for hitting 400 subscribers. So please like, subscribe, and comment your predictions below. Bucket Sam, over and out.